Hello everyone, welcome back to Car Manics. If you've been following the car news recently, you will know that the 2022 Toyota Land Cruiser has been revealed, but it's not out there in the market yet for us to review. So we thought, why don't we take a trip down the memory lane and have a look at these Toyota Land Cruiser 40 series or the Toyota FJ40.
So this is the 40 series Land Cruiser, also known as the Toyota FJ40. These cars started production right around after World War II and ended production around 2001, and even to this day these cars have a strong fan base thanks to its reliability, ruggedness, and also just how cool it looks. I have two examples right beside me, and let's focus on this one first. This is pretty much in all original condition. Let's talk about the design of this car and check out the interior. So let's talk design of the FJ40. If you gave a 5-year-old a pen and a paper and asked him to draw an SUV on that paper, this is probably the shape that you're gonna get. It is super basic, bare bones and rugged looking that it is really attractive, to be honest. It has an iconic look. Now if you look at the doors of the FJ40, you will find all these exposed screws and hinges, which is expected as naturally. Now let me open the door. Now to step inside, I do not have a step immediately. I have this one right here, which is kind of sort of useless because I have to take a huge step onto this and pull myself in here. So now I'm sitting inside the Toyota FJ40. Let me shut the door. The first thing that I noticed is how huge the steering wheel is. This is bigger than the Rolls Royces that we have done reviews on. And you have a 4-speed manual transmission over here with your off-roading gears over there. So without further ado, let us start up the FJ40. Takes a bit of a turn. Hold on. Yes, and it comes to life. The FJ40s were built during World War II, and cars or SUVs built at the time were purpose-built, utilitarian, and rugged. And you can see it all over this car. This car didn't have a lot of luxuries, and it came from an era of cars where you had to pull these stalks to make things work, which is quite interesting and funny when you look at it now. And I found it quite surprising that this car has AC, actual working AC, so it's in great condition. As you can see, I turned it on, the winds are blowing air. And here you can have a look at the gauge cluster. You have your speedometer, all your basic stuff like fuel, your temperature and all of that. And you have your horn along the steering wheel. I can push this. That's a funny sounding horn. So now I'm in the rear end of the FJ40, and let me show you how you get to the rear seats. Before we get into that, check out these stuff. There's a 10-liter jerry can over here, and here you have a huge spare tire. To get to the back, first you gotta unlatch the spare tire holder. You do this. You pull this back, and just like the doors in your house, you just pull it. And in here you have another handle. There you go. You got access to 2 more seats in the back of the FJ40. So I got myself here in the back seats of the FJ40. I don't know what happens if you're a taller individual because the headroom isn't the most favorable thing back here. But I suppose it would be a lot of fun to have a bunch of your friends riding here in the back of the FJ40.
While some people would love to have the original style, if you want to add a bit of modernity, you can have this. This has been customized quite a bit. First things first, you have this round LED headlights which looks modern and adds practicality while on the road. And all the chrome bits in the original one has been blacked out here. Now let's pop open the hood. The FJ40s come with their original 4.2-liter 2F 6-cylinder engine that produces 135 horsepower and 271 Newton meters of torque. So there are some updates in the interior of this FJ40, and you have this modern looking seats with an infotainment screen in the middle with speakers. And everything is finished in this nice looking brown leather. And if you look back there, instead of having seats side by side, you have regular seats. So thank you so much for watching this quick overview on the FJ40s.
As usual, leave a comment, like and subscribe. Till the next one, bye.